Pashan Kalu, and I consent to you guys using this information for your purposes.
The first question is, do you feel that there's services in the city that help you to deal with difficult life circumstances or trauma? For example, if there's violence in your community, or something's going wrong in your life, is there services there to help?
I feel like the services are artificial. They help say on the surface value. It's not really real. Like you go in, you might talk to someone, and that is help, but there is no actual product of this health. Like you don't see anything that will benefit them in the long run. It's almost like a psychiatrist. You talk to them and they listen, and that's about it.
What do you feel should be out there so that things are not okay?
Well, I feel like there should be more structured programming or something. I mean, something that has a goal. Like when you talk to someone, it's just relief. But what kind of finished product are you trying to get to? What's your goal? So everything has to be structured around having, I don't know, some kind of product. Something physical, tangible, you know?
So the education system, do you feel that young people are being fully educated in terms of, for example, having life skills, having knowledge about their culture, or is it just structured so that they know about math, science?
The school system is definitely catered to academic subjects, math and English, the two major ones, but there is no life skills. I mean, they try to be realistic and they include careers and civics is helpful in that we understand how our government works, and careers is artificial because we're still looking at academic, scholarly, nursing, dentistry, policing. You know, not everyone has to be a doctor and stuff like that, but I think they should teach you about credit and stuff, and something that you need all your life that maybe your parents don't teach you. Yeah.
So we kind of touched on this a little bit, but in terms of the political system, do you find that youth are actively engaged in the political system? Do they have an interest in it?
No, and that's because a lot of politicians are older and their focus is different from what students or youth might want, and that's why they need to start lobbying and making their own party as well.
In the community that you live in,
Southside, Chiwe.
do you feel safe in your community, and do you feel that youth are being treated equally and fairly by justice officials?
I feel safe because I'm a young female, but if I was a male, it would be different. I feel like the guys in the community are always hassled by the police, and they don't have a really good relationship, and there might be past reasons why, but it's not fair to categorize people and to treat everyone in a given community the same way as if they're criminals.
That's it.
Bye, Janine.
No problem. Can we get your information?
Yeah.
My real deep thoughts and emotions.
Good?
Yes, sir, of course.
Do you want us to hold your stuff?
Sorry?
Do you want us to hold your stuff?
Do I want to what?
Do you want us to hold this? So you don't have to
No, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. I might want to take a 1-2 sip, you know, while I'm
Is it okay?
everything.
Can we just get your name and if you consent to us using your information?
Sorry?
We just need to know that you consent to us using your information. So
What
whatever you answer, like the questions
Oh,
you
okay.
answer, that you consent to us using.
Oh, okay, for sure, for sure, for sure,
So
for
just say
sure.
your name and that you consent to us using the information.
Okay. Just to start?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's going on? My name is Jordan Beckford.
And you consent to us using your information.
Yes, I consent to you guys using my information for the purposes which are intended. Whatever.
So the first question is, do you feel that there are services in the city that help young people that are going through trauma or difficult circumstances in their life? For example, if there's violence that they've gone through, or if there's been, deaths among their friends, things like that, is there services for them to reach out to?
Definitely. Definitely. There are services that exist out there, but a lot of times the only thing that is missing is the awareness of the services. Even though we live in, a digital era where everything is online, a lot of times people are not aware of the things that are out there when really it's just a click away, and there's a lot of money being pumped into the social sector as far as this city, right? As far as different programs and stuff like that, so there are things out there, definitely.
And how about the education system? Do you find that youth, or even yourself,
Yeah.
do you find that you got the education you needed and that you were fully educated in terms of like life skills, learning about culture while you were in school, things like that?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. The way that I personally look at the educational system as far as this city, from my own experience, is that it's just there to help perpetuate society. It's not really about self-development, self-awareness, anything that is really relevant to individuals. And my motto is that it's relevant education that equals success. It's all about what is relevant, because I say this all the time. How many times have we been in class in like math class, or one of your friends kind of they nudge you and say, "Yo, when are we ever gonna use this?" That used to happen to me all the time, because they don't see that whatever it is that we're learning as relevant or even applicable to the society that we live in. It's just really about teaching you how to recite and, I guess, recite information,
So it's not relevant to what you may be going through or what they themselves doing?
Definitely not. That's why a lot of times it's difficult for them to participate in education, because how can I participate in a class? And I was one of those individuals where might have been there physically in school, but not there mentally, because I had a whole bunch of other things that was going on in my mind at the time. And how can I go into class and expect to be, I guess, a participant when there's all these different things that I'm having to deal with, so.
So that kind of leads into the next question.
Yeah.
In terms of the political system, do you think that youth are being engaged in politics? Do you think they care about it?
Definitely not. Definitely not. And the unfortunate thing is that a lot of ideologies are always they're always passed down from one generation to the next, and they're inherited, especially of people of a certain type of community. Because for me, I'm 23 years old. I was born in the 90s, 1990. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with hearing my mom complain about Mike Harris. And hear about just how negative, politics is, the system of politics, and from an early age had the idea that I wasn't represented within it. I wasn't. There was no sort of reflection as far as what my community wanted. So already we're disengaged from young, So, and it's unfortunate, because as time goes on, as you get older, like I said, I'm 23 and I've never voted. I think about it, but I don't know. I rather not vote, because I don't have a certain level of awareness. I'm not gonna do something, and I don't know what that, I have no information on. I'm not just gonna do it just to do it. I'd rather have some sort of level of awareness before I act upon it, right? So.
And just as a follow-up question on that, what do you feel that could be done, for example, in schools or in the communities to help get the kids engaged and give them the awareness and the knowledge that they need to make those important decisions?
Simple and plain, just have classes. Have like a political 101 class on just the ins and outs of politics. And even with that topic, it's deep, because they would have to also have another understanding of, the infrastructure of society. What does it take to run a society and govern a society? What is governance? What is government and all that type of stuff. So, but that's definitely needed. And then guaranteed, You know, and this is on tape, right? So they'll know, like, if you implement those classes, you'll see a whole change, because a lot of you once you understand, then they'll become more proactive and say, you know what, I can involve myself with this. I've had people tell me that, yo, you should become a politician or something. You should involve yourself. And I say, you know what, nah, blah blah blah. But they say, hey, if homeboy, whoever's doing it, I don't want to say no names, but I'm sure you could.
Right.
You know. So.
And I guess in terms of the community that you live in right now, wherever that is, do you feel safe? If you do, why do you feel safe? If you don't, what makes you not feel safe?
Definitely not. Definitely not. Just in general, I don't know. That's just my let's just say I live somewhere, even though I guess we're in the quote unquote most multicultural city in the world. I live somewhere where people who look like me are a minority. And because of that reason, I don't feel safe. I'd rather be around people who look like me. So at least there's that connection, but I'm a minority.
Okay. So I guess
You know?
kind of as a second part to that,
Yeah.
do you feel that young people or people your age,
Yeah.
feel that they're treated equally by police?
Definitely not. Definitely not. The police are trained to racially profile. They're trained that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't expect, like, I have a friend who's in like police college and all that type of stuff. Like, they're trained in a particular way. Like, and that's the reality. And once we understand that, you know, and then we understand better how to deal with them. Because this is systematic. It's all systematic. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Yeah, that's cool.
you.
All right.
Did
Cool.
we get your information?
Yeah. You want to write it down real quick?
Yeah. Can you write it? Do you want to write it or you want us to write it? We can write it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, just write it. It's cool. Jordan, Jordan.